Yo, what is up, boys and girls? My name is Osmur, and I wanted to make another video addressing how to get rid of depersonalization because I was watching my one that I made when I was about 17 years old. I'm 20 now, and there were some things that I didn't address in the right way, and I want to readdress them, and I also want to make a few new points. And if you are a depersonalization subscriber, then you're already not following one of the points I made in my video 3 years ago, and that's to not focus on your depersonalization and watch videos about it. If you are a new viewer, which I hope you are, this is a video, this is hopefully one of the last videos you watch on the topic, because there's nothing really to be told to you. There's no, I mean, unfortunately, like, I don't want to say this to scare you or anything, but depersonalization, it takes a long time to go away, and focusing on it is probably the worst way to go about getting rid of it, because it just doesn't work that way. It's one of the things, it's like a mental illness that you have to ignore, because you know it's there, but you just can't let it control you. So, first things first, the first tip I want to give you to get rid of depersonalization is to do things to get your mind off of it. Now, there are many ways to do this. There's things like listening to music or watching videos that relax you, or sitting on the internet and looking at forums and stuff like that. Doing things that get your mind off of it. Now, there is some dangers in spending too much time outside of the real world, because outside of the real world can get your mind off things, but at the same time, it can also detach you and give you a panic attack when trying to readjust back to normal life. Say you're on your computer for like 5 hours and then you have to go do something for your parents, or you have to go hang out with your friends, or your boss wants you to come in or something like that, and then you realize that you were just detached for so long that this is back to normal life. It's dangerous to stay on the computer for too long. It's dangerous to do things that take you too out of reality for long periods of time. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. Do them for short bursts just to get your mind off of it. If you think you're about to have a panic attack or something like that, then yeah, hop on your computer, watch some videos, do some stuff like that. Don't stay in that stuff for too long. Last video I advised you to not do these things at all and to just go out in public and stuff like that, and I know that there's not a lot of people who can do that right off the bat. Also, keep people around you that know you have depersonalization and know that you might have things that trigger panic attacks, or if you do get a panic attack, you know, just hopefully you have somebody around you that understands what a panic attack is, and to not do anything to make it any worse. I used to get panic attacks around my friends and stuff like that when I was high, and they would just try to make it worse. Speaking of getting high, do not go back to smoking weed or anything like that in attempts to sort of fix your depersonalization. It will not fix it, and if anything, it will make it worse. I know friends who've told me that they had this state of mind and they just kept smoking weed, and I imagine they have depersonalization, but they just get high all the time, so they don't really have to notice it. Don't keep smoking weed if you really want to get back to normal. Slowly transition into bigger activities. My last video I told everybody to go right ahead and get out there, and I want to make it clear that that's not the right way to do it. You want to slowly transition into you know, getting back into going out to places with big crowds, places like the mall and stuff during like Black Friday or whatever. That's like the biggest crowd I can imagine. If you want to go out and get back into doing those things, slowly transition yourself. Make sure that you're comfortable in different states, and don't try to force yourself to go out all at once. That might get a panic attack, and that would just recess any progress that you've made, and you don't want to try to hop into things too fast. That's one of the things that I mistakenly said in my last video that I wanted to readdress. Also, I want to readdress that don't do things that will remind you about depersonalization unless you feel like it's absolutely necessary. If you feel like it's the end of the world and you just need someone to relate to or calm you down in the video, and you know you already realize you have depersonalization at that moment, you're having a panic attack or whatever, then go ahead and watch these videos to calm you down. But if you feel like you're sort of transitioning back into real life, just forget about depersonalization altogether. Don't watch videos about it anymore. Stop taking your herbal supplements to calm you down, because they don't really do anything. A lot of them are snake oil, in my opinion. And, you know, just don't do these things unless you feel like they're absolutely necessary. And, yeah, that's really all I wanted to get out. I wanted to get out a nice short video so you can go ahead and get back to your real life and try to get rid of depersonalization. So yeah, if you guys were looking forward to a different video today on a sort of like a different topic or something, I'm sorry. I just wanted to readdress this video because it's been 3 years since I've made any sort of how to get rid of depersonalization video, and I sort of just wanted to readdress some points and get everything out there. So yeah, that's that, and I'm sorry about not making a video for 4 days. I was sick yesterday, and yeah, I love you guys. Have a good day. Yo, what is up, boys and girls? My name is Osmur, and it's like 40 degrees in my room, and I love it because it hasn't been this cold here in a long-ass time. But anyways, what I want to talk about today is why anti-feminists are just as bad as feminists, in my honest opinion. And this is probably going to be one of the last videos I make addressing feminism, because if you watch this video and you hear what I talk about, it's going to seem hypocritical that I do continue to talk about